And good afternoon from Brent Brown Ballpark. I'm Landon Hemsley. Calling this game for you, the semifinal matchup between the Tabiona Tigers and the Pauguitch Bobcats. We're already in the top of the first inning, and Tabiona started things off pretty well. DeMontenay, the center fielder, leads off with a hit to right field. Swing and a miss there by the second batter, Sheldon Giles. Giles is the second baseman. Pitching for the Pauguitch Bobcats, Chance Campbell. Here's the delivery. Swung and hit. We're going to try to turn the double play. One. And he's safe at first. So there's the fielder's choice out. Fielder's choice out. That's DeMontenay that was got out. That was the first victim of that attempted double play. Sheldon Giles gets a single on that. One out. At the top of the first inning still. Tabiona up to bat, visiting team. One hit. It's actually two hits for the Tigers. One out. Here's the first pitch. Strike one. Chance Campbell with the strike. Apologize for picking this up in the middle of the first inning. You wouldn't believe the amount of work we have to do to try and get this thing turned around between games. That thriller of a game that came before this one was very good. Wayne versus Pauguitch. And Pauguitch came away with an 8-6 victory. In that game, Pauguitch's Caden Blood had 5 strikeouts. Dalton Steed hit a 3-run home run in the bottom of the third inning. Part of a 4-run third inning. There's a swing and it's hit foul. It counts now 1-2 with an out for the Tabiona Tigers. Both of these teams are very, very good. I want to make that very clear. Pauguitch has not lost. They have played more than 20 games and not lost a single one of them. There's a hit down the line and it's foul. Tabiona, on the other hand, has only lost one time. Over the course of their entire season, they have only lost one time. Their only loss, a 14-3 loss, coming against who else? Pauguitch on August 10th. Counts now 2-2 with an out. Over on first base, Sheldon Giles, the base runner. There's a call timeout. Batter stepped out of the box for a moment and get things set up. And it's Reno Humphrey currently at the plate for the Tigers. If you're joining us on DeseretNews.com, we want to thank you very much for being a part of this broadcast this afternoon. Please leave a comment in the comments section of the page where you're watching it. Let us know where you're watching it from, and we'll give you a shout out during the broadcast. Be more than happy to do that. We love interacting with our viewers and our listeners. By the way, I'm Landon Hemsley, DeseretNews.com sports web producer, taking a day out of Salt Lake City, getting the opportunity to come down here to Orem and watch some 1A baseball. There's the delivery, full count, and it's a walk. Reno Humphrey advances on a walk. That is the first walk of the day for Pauguitch's pitcher, Chance Campbell. So far, he's allowed 2 hits, 1 out in a fielder's choice, and a walk very early in the game. Now up to base, the third baseman, Justin Clyde for the Tabiona Tigers. Here's the delivery from Campbell. He has got some really, really good movement on that pitch of his. That curved slider, not sure exactly what it is because I'm not down. Can't see the pitch from behind, but Campbell has got a lot of movement on these pitches. Not on that one, though. Count is 2-0, low for a ball. Let's go through some of these scores here for Tabiona. A lot of these games really have not been close. Tabiona has won a lot of the games by a lot of runs. First game, 18-0. Fourth game, 3-2. That's probably one of the closer ones they had. The only ones closer was Tabiona 1, Green River 0. There's a pitch for a strike from Campbell. Some of their biggest wins on September 27th. Just a couple of weeks ago, they beat Pinnacle 24-1. They beat Wendover in a pair of games in a doubleheader on the 28th, 12-0 and 12-1. They've beaten Manila 22-1. Goodness gracious me. They beat Tintic 14-2, and they beat Wayne, the team that also lost, or the team that lost in the first of these two games earlier this afternoon. They beat them 19-2. There's a hit foul, and it's full count. It's full count. Campbell is getting deep into his pitch count already. He's already pitched somewhere around 15 pitches, and we're only in the first inning. And there's only one out to show for all that work. Of course, the best pitchers are those who can get outs without exerting a lot of energy. Makes them durable. Here's a delivery, and it's hit. Foul again. Justin Clyde batting cleanup, giving Campbell a run for his money. A little bit about Campbell. He's a senior this year. When he's not pitching, he plays in the outfield. You're going to want to stay tuned because in between innings, I spoke with... there's a hit down the line and it goes foul. You want to stay with us between innings because I spoke with the Pauguitch head coach a little bit before the game. We'll have clips from that interview coming up in between the innings. Pauguitch is, of course, the defending champion. Both of these teams obviously have much better records than the teams that played before this. Paiute, of course, earned a berth to that championship game by defeating Wayne earlier this afternoon. There's another foul ball. We're now, I think, up to 8 pitches in this at-bat. Campbell. And there's a swing and a hit, but that's going to be in the parking lot, folks. And if you're in the ballpark, just make sure you return those foul balls. And a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Campbell gets the K. It's his first of the afternoon, 2 down. Score still 0-0. 2 runners on base, 1 runner in scoring position. There's a pitch for a ball. It's low and away. Here's the delivery from Campbell. In and swing and a miss. Strike 1. Campbell eyes the runner. Here's a delivery outside for a ball. Counts now 2-1. I am on Twitter. If you want to let me know that you're watching this on Twitter, you can tweet at Des News Sports or at Earl of Hemsley. That's my Twitter handle, Earl of Hemsley. Just I've got the Twitter up and running. Let me know that you're watching this game, where you're from, and I will gladly give you a shout out on over the stream. Another pitch outside, full count again for Chance Campbell. We're working into getting close to the 20 pitch mark for Campbell. Swing and a miss, and strikeout number 2 for Chance Campbell. That's the second on the day so far. And Tabiona leaves 2 runners stranded on the bases at the end of 1. 1 hit 0 runs for Tabiona. The batting order for the Pauguitch Bobcats. Coming up to bat first is Houston, pardon me. Dason Houston, then Chance Campbell, Trey Barney, Tice Barney, Troy Baggy, McRae Tebbs, Colton Owens, Keldon Norris, and then rounding it out at the bottom is Parker Palmer. While we're waiting to start the second inning, why don't we take a moment and see if we can't pull up a little bit of that interview we had earlier with the coach. Is that available right now? No, it's not available right now, unfortunately. We'll come back to that in a little while. On the mound for I'm still in the last game. For Tabiona is Bailey Hogan. Hogan is a junior. He pitches, catches, and he occasionally plays shortstop, getting the start here this afternoon for the Tabiona Tigers. All right, looks like that audio is available now. We'll have to get to that at the bottom of the first inning, though. Have an interview with Pauguitch's head coach. And we'll get to that at the end of the inning. Here's the first delivery, and it's high for a ball. Up to bat, Dason Houston. Swing, and it's hit into left field. Houston gets his first hit of the day, and it's going to be a single. So the Bobcats, first up to bat, have one on board. Coming up to bat now for the Bobcats is Chance Campbell, the pitcher. And 2 strikeouts in that first inning. Here's the delivery, high and away. Campbell is a lefty. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the first. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. He really went after that pitch. Again, we're in the bottom of the first. Score is 0-0. Both teams have a hit. 1 runner on base. Count is 2-1. Here's the delivery. And it's high and away. Ball number 3. Pitcher Bailey Hogan starting to increase his pitch count. Still no outs in this first inning. About 10 pitches in for him. Right down the pipe for strike number 2, and we're in a full count. Hogan eyes the runner. Counts 3-2, full count. Here's a delivery. Swung on and hit over the bag. And the base runner did a good job there of disrupting that play. He slides into the base, hits the shortstop's glove. He can't make the play, and both runners are safe. That was a very, very fortuitous roll there for Chance Campbell. The ball hit the ground, rolled up over the pitcher, bounced too high for him, and then right into the path of the base runner, Dason Houston. Houston slid into the second base. Now the Bobcats have one man in scoring position. No out still. And there's a swing, and it's a fly ball into left center field. They're going to make it. And it's a diving catch! A diving catch for the center fielder. Demont Noy with an out of the game so far. That's a great diving out. Great catch in center field there by Demont Noy. So now it's one down. One man in scoring position. Coming up to the bat now for the Bobcats, Tice Barney. There's a delivery, and it's a strike on the outside corner. Great pitch by Bailey Hogan. So the Bobcats now with two men on and one man out. Still plenty of room to make some noise in this first inning. Here's the delivery. Inside for another called strike on the inside corner. Bailey Hogan living on the edges. Hogan looks supremely focused. Here's the delivery. The stretch, and it's a strikeout for Bailey Hogan, and they're going to go for second. Trying to pick him off at second base. Runner goes back. He'll stay there. That's Houston. Chance. And Tice Barney goes down with a strikeout. So now up to bat for Penguitch is Troy Baggy. Situation hasn't changed, except now there's two outs. Tabiona's pitched their way out of this. Got to give a lot of credit to Bailey Hogan for the pitching performance the junior has put on so far. Getting in trouble and managing to keep people off the scoreboard. Keep Penguitch off the scoreboard. Here's the pitch, and it's high and inside for a ball. You know, I was talking earlier about how Tabiona has blown out a lot of teams. Well, Penguitch has done that as well to a lot of different teams. Some of the scores that they've put up on their opponents. Penguitch 27, Escalante 5. Penguitch 13, Manila 1. There's a pitch for a strike. Penguitch 16, Pinnacle 2, going all the way back to August 7th. And then Penguitch 29, Escalante 8, and that was only last week before the playoffs when they faced off against Escalante. There's a hit into shallow right center field. That's going to bring around one run. There's the throw in, and Penguitch is on the board. There's one run batted in for Troy Baggy. It's a RBI single for him. And now Penguitch is leading this game 1-0. 3 hits, 2 outs still. And Bailey Hogan had something going until Baggy hit that one into shallow right center field. The Penguitch jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. Both of these teams are very offensive-minded. It's a good question as to whether or not we're going to be facing a pitcher's duel, a very low-scoring defensive game, or if we're going to be facing an absolute fireworks display here. And so far, at least from Penguitch, it looks like we're going to get some offense. There's strike number 1. Hogan delivers the pitch straight down the middle. Up to bat for Penguitch is McRae Tebbs. Tebbs, the left-handed batter. Hogan. Oh, he's got him in the pickle now. This could be the end of the inning. And he's out! Out at second base. Tabiona looked him off the base. All the credit in the world there goes to Bailey Hogan, who caught the base runner, Troy Baggy, who hit in that RBI single, sneaking off the base, and he caught him. He looked off the third base runner, who was one of the Barneys. Barney was on third base. Hogan made a terrific play, looking him down, staring him down, making sure that Barney knew that he wasn't to take home. He wasn't to run home and try and steal home. And while he was doing that, Hogan made a great throw to second base. And Reno Humphrey gets the out. The shortstop gets the out at second base. So that's the end of the first inning. At the end of 1, it's Penguitch 1, Tabiona 0. 3 hits for Penguitch, 1 for Tabiona. If you are watching this online, DeseretNews.com, we are, of course, We do have a live updating box score. I'm glad you're with us today. Hope you'll check that out and see some of the stats as this game progresses. Let's take a minute and go back to this interview that we had with Coach Clint Barney. He spoke to me before the game. Let's listen to some of this interview.
Okay, Coach. What's your name? Clint Barney. Clint, Coach Barney, talk to me about your team this year. You guys are the defending state champions. You come in here, number 1 seed, top seed, pretty heavily favored. What has been your focus over the year, and tell us about your team?
Well, it's like in any baseball game. We go out, we hope to pitch well, field well, hit well. Got a tough matchup today. Tabiona's a good team. We come in undefeated. They come in with 1 loss, and that was to us early in the season when we didn't see their ace. So we expect them to be tougher than the previous time we played them. But our pitcher Chance Campbell's been good all year, and we feel like if he'll throw strikes, not put guys on base by walking them, that he'll have a good game.
So far, Chance Campbell has had a good game. Struck out two batters. We're here at the top of the second. So far, the count is 1-1. The batter right now is the pitcher, Bailey Hogan. Swing, and he hits it into the gap, and it's a single. It'll go for a single for Bailey Hogan. Down the line, and he will hold it first. And now the Tabiona Tigers have the tying run aboard here at the top of the second inning. It's Tabiona's second hit on the day. Neither team has an error. Penguitch, of course, leading 1-0. Campbell. Swing and a miss there. Now up to bat for the Tabiona Tigers, number 24, Dustin Jones, the catcher. Jones is, I believe he's a senior. Let me double check. Jones, no, he is a sophomore. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Jones is a sophomore. He plays catcher and he plays third base. They've got him on catching duties today. Bailey Hogan, the pitcher, is over there on first base. He's a base runner. He's Tabiona's pitcher. Here's the delivery from Campbell. High and away. Counts 1-2. No outs so far in the second inning for Tabiona. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's 1 out, and that is the third strikeout of the game for Chance Campbell. He is already having himself quite the afternoon. Now coming up to the plate for Tabiona, Dylan Leffler. There's the delivery, and it's hit foul onto the top of the... You can hear that plunk, 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 plunk. Hear that go onto the top of the overhang here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Again, if you're watching this live on Deseret News, down the third base line, continue leaving us comments, letting us know where you're watching this from. We're grateful that you're here, and we're grateful that you support us, supporting these kids, doing such great things both in sports and in life. So the count now is 0-2, 1 away, 1 man on first, the tying run on first. Campbell with the delivery, and it's outside for ball number 2. Swing, and that's a foul. It's a Dylan Leffler. It's Dylan Leffler up on base right now. Leffler swings and hits it deep into, no, not deep, shallow into center field. Up comes the center fielder, and there's the out. Leffler out. So now Stetson Stewart for the Tabiona Tigers is going to come up for the Stetson Stewart is going to come up for the Tigers. See if he can't stare down Chase Campbell, maybe change the fortunes of Tabiona so far. First ball is outside. This counts 1-0. Swing and hit to third base. And he's out at first. So that's the end of the top of the second inning. We're now in the middle of the second inning. And at the middle of the second inning, Pauguitch still leading 1-0. So that's we've already worked our way through the entire Tabiona lineup. Coming up for Pauguitch is going to be Colton Owens. There are a lot more people here for the second game than there were for the earlier game. I would imagine is because of the travel. All of these teams, of course, having to travel for a very, very long way to make it here all the way to Orem today. Pauguitch, of course, just on the other side of the mountain from Parowan, Cedar City, down in southern Utah. Actually, I have family that lives down there, so I've been there a few times in the last few years. Very nice place. Tabiona, of course, in the eastern part of the state. On the way to Vernal and pass through Tabiona, and if you're heading southeast towards Moab, you might be able to find your way towards Tabiona as well. Oh, actually, Tebbs is going to stay. Tebbs was at bat when Tabiona got its third out, so he's going to come back up to bat. He'll get a fresh count. Tebbs, the left-handed hitter, face off against the right-handed pitcher, Bailey Hogan. He's got no strikeouts so far. He has held Pauguitch to 1 run. Here's the delivery. In for a strike on Tebbs. Strike number 1. Here's the delivery for pitch number 2. Swung, and it's popped straight up. It's going to go over the backstop right over my head, and I'm glad there's an overhang. Otherwise, it'd plop me on the head. And then again, maybe it went over into the parking lot behind us. So I didn't hear it bang off the overhang, so it must have. Swing and a miss. That's going to be a strikeout. Yep, it's a strikeout. Tebbs strikes out, and that's Bailey Hogan's first strikeout of the day. Now up for Pauguitch. During the bottom of the second inning, 1 out, counts 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's Hogan's second strikeout of the day so far. Coming up for the Pauguitch Bobcats, Keldon Norris, excuse me. He plays right field. Norris is a senior. He's sort of a utility man. He'll play anywhere. Pitches in for a strike. Strike number 1. Counts 0-1, 2 down. Pauguitch, of course, leading 1-0 off 3 hits and 1 run in that first inning. Tabiona had a hit in both the first and second innings, but weren't able to make anything of it. Delivery, swing, and it's fouled off the umpire's face mask. That's why they wear those things, otherwise he'd have a broken nose right now, possibly a broken cheekbone. The catcher's going to take a minute, and Dusty Jones, Tabiona's catcher, going to take a minute and head out to the mound, talk to Bailey Hogan a little bit. And settle down now, Bailey. Settle down now, Bailey. Palmer is a sophomore. He is an outfielder, and today he is playing in left field for Pauguitch. First pitch away and outside, and Dusty Jones stares down Keldon Norris at first base, telling him, get back on that bag, son. Hogan's delivery. It's a pop-up to shortstop, and that will end the inning. Parker Palmer pops out to end the second inning. So the end of 2. Pauguitch 1, Tabiona 0. And 4 hits for Pauguitch, 2 runs for Tabiona. And they left just one man stranded at the end of that second inning. So far in this game, we've had no players with extra base hits. I don't know if that should really come as a surprise. Both very, very, very good teams coming into this game. All right, so we're at the top of the third inning. Coming up for Tabiona. Back at the top of the order is Demont Noy. Here's the first pitch from Campbell, and it is a pitch outside and in the dirt. 1-0 is the count. There's a wild pitch over the catcher's head and against the backstop. No runners on base, so there's really no harm done. No harm, no foul. And now the count is 2-0, and Campbell needs to recover some of that control he had before. That pitch curves in and away. Ball number 3. Demont Noy is not. Oh, and he calls that one a strike. Demont Noy in the batter's box wasn't really paying attention, and he just kind of stood there and let that one pass by. I'm not sure what happened. Swing and fouled away, and we got a full count. And there's the walk. Campbell surrenders a runner. So it is Demont Noy. I apologize if I have mispronounced his name. Sometimes it's a challenge. But that's okay, we move on. Campbell's now facing Sheldon Giles. His first time up, he got a single. Through the gap into right field. Swing, and it's a hit through the gap again. Same spot. Uh-oh, and they got him out at second. Demont Noy overran the bag, tripped up, and he couldn't get back in time, and they got him out with the tag at second base. What an unfortunate play for Demont Noy, getting on base on that walk and then going down. Great play, though, by the right fielder, Keldon Norris, being aware and knowing that Noy had slipped, went to ground, and putting that ball into the shortstop's hands so that Tice Barney could make that out. Terrific play there by Pauguitch, being so aware and getting that ball where it needed to be immediately. So Campbell's first pitch here to the next batter, who is Reno Humphrey.
Number 13, Reno Humphrey.
His first time up, he took a base on balls. Runner at first, tying run at first. Pitches inside, off the corner for a strike. 0-2's the count. One on base, one out. There are a good number of supporters here for both teams. A lot of purple just in front of me. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit. That's blooped up. And it's out. Pop out for Reno Humphrey. It's 2 down in the bottom of the second. Sheldon Giles, Campbell will deliver. Ooh! Ooh, and that's a base because he was a hit by pitch. Justin Clyde, hit by pitch. And now Tabiona can be dangerous. It's 2 down. All they need is a base hit, and they could, if the base hit is really out there over the outfielders, could really wreak some havoc here for the Tigers. Swung and missed, and he was swinging for the fences. That's Jarrett Leffler. He really went after that offering by Chance Campbell and whiffed on it. Campbell in a stretch. Pitches in the dirt. It's 1-1. Sheldon Giles trying to get sneaky. Trying to steal third, and the catcher for Pauguitch was all over that one. Dason Houston. Tag, of course, was made by Colton Owens. And Jarrett Leffler will get another opportunity when he comes to bat. So at the middle of the third inning, it's Tabiona 0, Pauguitch 1. So let's take a moment and listen to a little bit more of that interview from Clint Barney, who is Pauguitch's head coach. You find that spot again where I left off. A little bit more from Coach Clint Barney.
So you guys are undefeated. Is there any worry that you guys might let that undefeated record get in the back of your mind? You have to maintain that, or is that ever a concern for you as a coach?
Yeah, it's a big concern. I mean, we finished the season a year ago undefeated, and now build upon that this game. So there's a lot of consecutive wins, and everybody kind of feels, I think, that pressure a little bit. But they've handled it well. We've played well all year. We've had a few closer games than what we had a year ago, which I think has benefited us. We've had to, scratch out a couple wins with timely hitting and good pitching, and so that's been a good thing.
Tabiona, first pitch there by Bailey Hogan to Dason Houston. Goes for a strike, and there's a foul. It's another. It's 1-2. In the middle of the third, 1-2 is the count. 1 out after the Bailey Hogan strikeout. Dason Houston. And Chance Campbell, the pitcher, up to bat, and he swings and misses for another strikeout. That's Bailey Hogan's 4th strikeout of the game. What an inspired pitching performance so far by Bailey Hogan. Coming up to bat now, the third batter in the lineup. We've since gone back to the top of the lineup for the Pauguitch Bobcats. It's Trey Barney. First time up, he flied out. He's 0 for 1. And the pitch is in the dirt, and they're going to call that one a ball. The umpire looked down the first base line, asked for the call, and Tabiona 1, or Tabiona 0, Pauguitch 1.
Keep off on all your current events. What is UHSAA on all their local news current events? Or also follow them on Twitter or on Facebook.
Just a testament to how well the pitching has been in this game so far. We have not had a single extra base hit. We've had a hit by pitch, we've had a couple of walks, and a couple singles. The farthest anybody has gotten is second base. Very impressive play here by both teams defensively. It's pretty clear that if Penguich is going to eke this one out like they've eked out all their other wins, it's not going to be by a lot, but there still are 4 innings remaining, so it's very possible that could change. After the right fielder, Stetson Stewart, made that grab, there's first pitch for a strike against Leffler. After Stetson Stewart made that grab in right field, he pumped his fist. That kid walking with confidence out there for his team. Strike number 2 on Leffler. Chance Campbell bringing his A game. Leffler in an 0-2 hole here. Here's the delivery. It's outside, and they're going to call that one a strike. Hit the corner for a strikeout, and that pitch had a little bit of movement, modulation, and curvature to it. It started outside and came back inside, and that's extremely impressive for the lefty. That's his 4th strikeout of the day, and that's the second time Leffler has struck out. First pitch to Bailey Hogan, the opposing pitcher, is a ball outside. Want to remind everybody that we are updating this box score live on DesertNews.com. Swing and a miss for strike. Strike 3, he's out. That is Chance Campbell's 5th strikeout, and we're only in the 3rd inning. He's now struck out the first time up Bailey. The first time he faced Chance Campbell and his sidewinder pitching, came away with a strikeout of his own. 2 away now. Campbell is just dominating this Tabiona lineup so far. That one high and away for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. You know, if you're here, we're grateful that you are here on DesertNews.com. Let us know where you're watching from. Just go to the comment section of wherever you're watching this game. Let us know. And there's a hit. There's a hit up the gap in second base into right center field. Dusty Jones with a single. There's Troy Baggy there at second base, unable to make the play. So now Tabiona has a tying run on base. Now Dylan Leffler is going to give it a try. First time up to bat, he flied out. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Counts 1-0. Second pitch, swung and miss. Counts 1-1, 2 away, man on first. Both teams have 4 hits at this point in the game, but only Pauguitch was able to turn that into a run. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Those high cut fastballs really, really frustrating Dylan Leffler right now. Outside for a ball, counts 2-2. Leffler really needs to be selective about what he swings at right now. Can't go chasing garbage. Tabiona is going to get on the board here. He needs to be able to make contact on a solid pitch. Here's the offering. Inside, swing and a miss, and that's the end of the inning. So it goes 1, 2, then a hit, then 3. No runs on one hit in this inning for Tabiona. So we're a little under halfway are halfway through this game now. In the middle of the fourth inning, it's 1-0. Pauguitch leading. Tabiona only has 9 more outs to make their way onto the scoreboard. What a dominant pitching performance between these two pitchers. Chance Campbell in the... let me count how many batters he's faced. The 17 batters that Campbell has faced so far, he has struck out 5 of them. As for Hogan really hasn't been that far behind him. Hogan has faced so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 batters and struck out 4. Or 5. No, 4. Yeah, it's 4. Excuse me. Just 4. It's a beautiful day here at Brent Brown Ballpark. You can see the mountains off in the distance. The leaves changing on the mountains. You can see Y Mountain down at BYU from here. It's a gorgeous day. Some scattered clouds. Probably mid-60 degrees. Couldn't have asked for a better day for baseball. And especially after such a rainy couple of days we've had the last couple of days, it's a relief that we aren't facing such inclement weather today. Here's the delivery from Hogan, and it's a strike. It's number 11, Tice Barney, up to bat right now. He struck out last time he was up. Ooh, that pitch goes off of the catcher. Still a strike, counts 0-2 against Tice Barney. Tice Barney, of course, the younger brother of Trey Barney. There's a hit, and it's foul. It's just blooped foul, so it's not going anywhere. Excuse me, Tice Barney is actually a senior, and when he's not pitching, he plays infield, and that's what Barney is doing right now. He's playing over at shortstop. He made that great tag. There's a swing and a hit. And the third baseman comes up with it. Here's the throw. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Great play by the third baseman. Number 1, Justin Clyde. Got his mitt on that ball and lasered it over to first base, where Jarrett Leffler was able to make that out. Great play by the third baseman. Coming up to bat, Troy Baggy. Here's the delivery. It's high, very, very high. I think that pitch got away from Bailey Hogan a little bit. You know, as Clint Barney, Penguich's coach, said before the game, we really haven't faced their ace. Well, based on the score so far, I would say this ace of Tabiona's is pretty good, considering the last time Penguich was held to less than 10 runs was a pair of results that happened at the end of September. It's another strike there on Troy Baggy. Counts 1-2. On September 25th, Penguich beat Valley 7-5, and then on September 27th, they beat Paiute 5-1. Other than that, there's another strikeout. Another strikeout for Bailey Hogan. Of course, Baggy was the one who hit that RBI single that gave Pauguitch the lead the first time around, but this time he goes down swinging. And that's Bailey Hogan's 5th strikeout in 18 batters. McRae Tebbs now up. Last time up, he struck out. Tebbs, the junior, inside and low for a ball. He's got quite the bit of hair coming out from underneath that batter's helmet of his. Here's the delivery. And it's on the outside corner for a strike. Tebbs now 2-1, looking at that pitch. Probably hoping it was a ball. It's a split count, 2-1. 2 away on 2 strikeouts, or a ground out and a strikeout so far. Swing and fouled. Brings the count to 2-2. Ball sort of dribbles out there into the infield, so the umpire will stop play to go and fetch it. There's a delivery. Swung and hit foul. It's a little late, and it almost hit a little girl over there. Oh, my goodness. There's a little girl wearing some pink pants over there, was running down the hill, and the ball almost hit that little girl. Oh, that's awful. So Tebbs is going to, Bailey Hogan, the pitcher. Hogan is going to take a moment, gather himself. Nobody on base. Bases are clear. 2 out, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Swung and missed for the strikeout. That's 6 strikeouts for Bailey Hogan. What a dominant performance so far for Bailey Hogan. And that's twice in a row that McRae Tebbs has struck out facing the feisty right-hander. Tabiona will take their chances again. They only have 9 more outs to get at least 1 run on the board. But Chance Campbell, this pitcher for Pauguitch, is not letting Tabiona have really any room at all. At the end of the 4th inning, it's Tabiona 1. Pauguitch 1, Tabiona 0. No hits in that inning for Pauguitch. Okay, we're at the top of the 5th, leading off for Tabiona is number 22, Stetson Stewart, and after 2 pitches, it's 1-1 on Stewart. Stewart is the right fielder who made a great grab earlier this afternoon. There's a swing, and it's hit foul. Made a great out earlier this afternoon. It was on Trey Barney from Pauguitch. Hit a ball into right field. Stetson Stewart got him out. Had a spring in his step after that play. What a pitch. Chance Campbell with his 6th strikeout of the day. And this is a bona fide pitcher's duel. Now coming to the plate, we're back at the top of the order. DeMont Ney. Ney so far is 1 for 1, if you can believe it. He struck out, or he got a single, and then he took a walk. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Second pitch swung on and missed by DeMont Ney. These pitchers are really bringing the heat today. Calling that pitch outside for a ball. 2-2 is the count. It's very, very close, though. Swung and missed for the strikeout. That is Chance Campbell's 7th strikeout of the day so far. These pitchers are going K-crazy.
Now coming to the plate, number 5.
Sheldon Giles coming to the plate now for Tabiona. He is 2 for 2. 2 singles, both through the right gap. Pitches on the outside corner for a strike. Chance Campbell is really bringing some dirty stuff today. Here's a second pitch, hard and fast down the middle for a strike. It's strike number 2. And Chance Campbell is 1 pitch away from getting his team out of the top of the 5th inning. Tabiona will only have 6 more outs to get their 1 on the board. That one's way outside for a ball. Trying to get Giles to just bite down on that one really hard. Tabiona has had a man in scoring position more than once in this game, but was unable to convert. Swung and hit foul. That one will go into the batting cages. We're there in the practice area down the first base line. Given their records and how well these teams have done all year long, you've got to think that whichever team prevails today would have a distinct advantage going into tomorrow's championship game against Pauguitch. Pauguitch, of course, the winners of an 8-6 game between them and Wayne. Here's a pitch inside and low. Ball number 2. If you're just joining us this afternoon, I'm Landon Hemsley. I am the web sports producer for DeseretNews.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Earl of Hemsley. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that is Chance Campbell's 8th K of the day. And he struck out 3 batters, 1, 2, 3, to get out of that 5th inning. Of course, we encourage you to follow us as well at Des News Sports on Twitter. You're talking about a defensive struggle for sure here. Bailey Hogan. It's really just a question of which team is going to crack first. Take a moment. Actually, we're about to start here, so we'll do that in the middle. We'll do that at the end of the 5th inning. There's one more section of this interview that I had before the game with Penguitch coach Clint Barney. Bring that to you right at the end of this 5th inning. So now Penguitch up to bat. Here's Hogan. Swung and hit foul. Whack. Hogan is facing number 2, Colton Owens, who struck out his last time up to bat. Penguitch hasn't made it through its lineup twice yet. Strike number 2 on the delivery there from Hogan. Ooh, Ooh, and it's outside. Strike number 3, and Colton Owens goes down swinging. That's strikeout number 7 for Bailey Hogan. So between these two pitchers, we have 15 strikeouts. Remember, this is a 7-inning game. This is not a 9-inning game, which increases the value of these strikeouts. And both of these pitchers just putting on a display. That one high. Keldon Norris up to bat now for Pauguitch. Outside for the second ball. Norris is a senior this year. Ooh, that was a good strike. Straight down the middle with a little bit of heat on it. Here's the delivery from Hogan. Swung on and missed. Norris has got to be kicking himself a little bit for chasing that one. It was low and in the dirt and away. Really had no business going after that pitch, but now 2-2. One down, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And it's a strikeout. Bailey Hogan with his 8th strikeout of the afternoon gets Keldon Norris looking. Keldon Norris, before that, connected on a single. Now he's 1 of 2. And coming to the plate, the 9th batter, Parker Palmer. It's going to be a mouthful. He's a sophomore. He's playing in left field for the Bobcats today. And the first time up, he popped out. So he is 0 for 1. Swung on and missed. I think it's starting to get into the head of just these batters. They go up to the batter's box thinking that they're not going to connect on anything. Both of these pitchers have just been vicious today. 1-1 is the pitch on that call outside. Seen similar pitches today get called for strikes, but that one, I guess, was just a little bit too far outside, and it goes for a ball. Here's the third. And it's another ball. Away and in the dirt. The right-hander, Bailey Hogan. We haven't seen a whole lot of stretch play here from the pitchers, Chance Campbell and Bailey Hogan. So Hogan's delivery. Away and in the dirt again. 3-1. He's close to putting Palmer on the on base. Here's the delivery from Hogan. Swung on and hit. That's going to go for a single. No, it's not. I thought it was going to drop in the gap, but it ends up being caught by Tabiona's right fielder, Stetson Stewart. That's the second catch he's made out there in right field today. And it's the second time that Parker Palmer has popped out. So it's 1-2-3 again for Pauguitch in the bottom of the 5th inning. We only have 2 innings remaining, and Pauguitch has a 1-0 lead. Let's take a moment and listen to the rest of that interview that we did before the game. We did before the game with Clint Barney, Pauguitch's head coach.
I thought it was going to drop in the gap.
Hold on a sec while I bring this up.
What we had a year ago, which I think has benefited us. We've had to, scratch out a couple wins with timely hitting and good pitching, and so that's been a good thing.
What does that tell you about your team, that even when your back's against the wall and you have to scratch out those wins, that your team still's been able to come through?
Well, first of all, it's good leadership. We have some good seniors on the team that have been in this situation before and have delivered, and they're just a team that believes that they can win every game.
They not only believe that they can win every game, but they have won every game. And that belief coming through, especially for Chance Campbell right now. Tabiona down to its final 6 outs in this game. And Chance Campbell right now is on fire. He struck out all 3 of Tabiona's batters last time he came up. Up to bat now for Tabiona, number 13, Reno Humphrey. First pitch, swung on, That's hit. Is he going to make the play? Second baseman over. He makes the throw. Slides into first, and he gets him out. Great defensive play there by Pauguitch's second baseman, Colton Owens. No, excuse me. That's Troy Baggy. Troy Baggy with that one there. Great play by the second baseman, Troy Baggy. Of course, the first baseman, Trey Barney, making that catch and getting the out. He really had to move quickly, Baggy, getting over there. But now up to bat, Justin Clyde. Last time up to bat, he was hit by a pitch. That one low and in the dirt. It's 1-1. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out and hit by a pitch. That one in there for a strike. A 1-2 on Justin Clyde. It's the third baseman for Tabiona. Tabiona, of course, they only have 5 outs remaining. They need to get one on the board. Swung and missed for a strikeout. And he is frustrated. Justin Clyde is frustrated. And that is now 9 strikeouts for Chance Campbell. If there's anybody in Pauguitch watching this, they ought to be going out of their minds with how good Chance Campbell's pitching. Swung and hit, but hit foul. Up to bat now, Jarrett Leffler. Tabiona down to their final 4 outs. It's 0-1. Will anybody break through here? Cut change up there. It's a high change up. Campbell definitely took some heat off that ball, but it's 0-2. This is the pitch outside for a ball. 1-2. Here's the delivery again. 1-2. A swing and a miss. That is 10. Chance Campbell has struck out 10 different Tigers. 6 of the last 7 batters to come up against Chance Campbell have gone down on strikes. The only one to make contact and make contact in play was Reno Humphrey, and he grounded out to second base. So now with only really 3 outs remaining for Tabiona, Bailey Hogan's job just became that much more important at this point in the game. He cannot allow anything from Pauguitch if he intends to come away as the winning pitcher. What an incredibly short game compared to the one previous. The one previous went roughly 2 hours, and this one so far has only gone about an hour and 10 minutes. And we're already in the middle of the 6th inning. It's going so fast, I keep forgetting to update the scoreboard. Nobody's even hit a double in this game. Well, all right, Bailey Hogan. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And up to bat now for Pauguitch. Jason Houston, we're back at the top of the order. Houston had the single at the beginning of the game that led things off for the Bobcats. And he was able to make it all the way around on Troy Baggy's RBI single. There's a swing and a hit, and it's in play. No, it's foul. It's foul down the third base line. 0-2 now for Houston. It's 0-2 for Houston. Nobody on base, no outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. That one is a passed ball. Bounced right off the backstop. And nobody's on base, so the catcher just nonchalantly picks it up and hands it to the umpire, and we resume play. 1-2. Houston goes down swinging. Houston was 1 for 2 until that one. He's now 1 for 3. And Bailey Hogan has his 9th strikeout. This is unbelievable pitching going on here today at Brent Brown Ballpark in beautiful Orem, Utah. Swing and a miss for strike one, and that ball hit the batter's leg. If he hadn't swung at that, he probably would have been awarded a base on a hit by pitch. Shaking it off, and it's okay. This is Chance Campbell, the pitcher who has 10 strikeouts of his own. Swung, and that one's going to be hit back to the pitcher. Are they going to make the play in time? No. No. Chance Campbell gets on base on a single. Campbell's now 2 for 3. Coming up now is Trey Barney. Barney hasn't had that great of an afternoon so far.
Now coming to play number 18, Trey Barney.
At this point, the freshman has flied out twice. Ooh, and Bailey Hogan just threw it to first base and hit Chance Campbell in the ribs, the backside ribs. He's walking now. Bailey Hogan is walking over there to grab the ball and have a word or two with Campbell. I'm sure it's nothing bad, but after that, that's smarts. That really smarts if you're Chance Campbell right there. Diving back into first base, getting hit by a baseball. What's more, one that's been thrown by a pitcher that's so far pitched 9 strikeouts in this game today. He's only allowed 1 run. This is definitely one of those defensive battles, it looks like. Campbell's still on first base. And that pitcher for Tabiona, or that catcher, Dusty Jones, man, he was up and ready to rifle it if Campbell had too much of a leadoff there, but Campbell's watching himself. He knows that this is going to have to be one in the batter's box. Swing and a miss for Barney. This counts 1-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bailey Hogan working a masterful performance. He's only allowed 5 hits, 1 run. Here's the pitch, high and away. For a ball, it's 2-1. A lot of fans here from Tabiona don't like that call. Hogan delivers. It's a foul ball. This is one of the rare moments where we've seen Bailey Hogan have to enter his stretch. To this point in the game, we haven't had to have Bailey Hogan in the stretch really at all because he's kept the bases mostly clean. Prior to that hit by Chance Campbell, he had struck out 5 of 6 batters. So he was really on fire there in the 5th and 4th innings. That one's high and inside. It's a full count. It's not a good time for Bailey Hogan to be falling apart. He's showing a little bit of stress at the seams here. He's to pull it back together. Hogan looks down his pitching counterpart at first base. Delivers, it's high, and it's a walk. And Campbell doesn't need to run because Hogan has just given Trey Barney a base on balls. It's the first walk of the day. It's the first walk of the day for Bailey Hogan. His 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, surrendered 5 hits, and 5 1/3 innings. First pitch is a strike. Got him swinging. This is Trey's brother Tice, who is a senior, batting cleanup. Tice is 0 for 2 so far against Hogan. That one inside. Counts 2-1. Bailey Hogan really laboring in this inning. The Bobcats have 1 man in scoring position, 2 on base, threatening to extend this lead. Delivery. And it's hit. And is he going to make the gap? Can he make the double play? No, it's just one out on a fielder's choice. Now the runners on the corners, and there's 2 away. Great play there by the second baseman to get the out at second. Really didn't have much of a chance to turn that double play, so he just held up play. But that is another hit. Troy Baggy, the guy who has the RBI single in the first inning, he's back up at the plate. He's 1 of 2 so far. And that's a hit. That's going to bring in another run. It's into shallow left center field. In comes the run. Campbell scores. 2-0. Pauguitch with the lead. And there's 2 outs in this inning. And that's the second RBI single that Troy Baggy has on this day. Troy Baggy is responsible for all of the runs that Pauguitch has scored, and now up to bat comes McCray Tebbs, who has supremely struggled against Bailey Hogan this afternoon. He has faced him twice, and he has struck out twice. Now it's really time for Bailey Hogan to bear down, because in the bottom of the 6th inning, with 2 away, Pauguitch is leading 2-0. And they've got to end this here. Still runners. Still a runner in scoring position. Out there at second base. It's Tice Barney. He got on base on that single. That fielder's choice single. Now McCray Tebbs, can he get the schneid off his back? Get this monkey off his back here. Faces Hogan. First one's in the dirt. Ball's loose. Tice Barney's out there. They're going to throw it to second base just to keep him honest. It's a decent throw there by Dusty Jones, catcher. Can Tabiona be the one to break Pauguitch's streak? Pauguitch has not lost a baseball game in nearly 2 seasons. They were undefeated all of last year, and they're undefeated all this year so far. Can Tabiona be the one? They're going to need a very, very big top of the 7th inning in order to do so. Do something against Chance Campbell, who's had just a masterful pitching performance on the afternoon. Hogan has been pretty good himself. That's strike number 2 against McCray Tebbs. Now Tebbs, if he can't get something going here, is looking at the prospect of having his 3rd strikeout on the afternoon against Bailey Hogan. And give Hogan his 10th strikeout on the day. And that one's hit up the gap. And it's going to score another run for Pauguitch. Mishandled by the second baseman, and round comes Barney to score Pauguitch's 3rd run of the afternoon. They lead 3-0. McCray Tebbs does get an RBI single. Oh dear, Bailey Hogan. He's got to stop the bleeding. Hogan has allowed 7 hits. He's allowed 7 hits. He's got 9 strikeouts with 7 hits, and now he's allowed 3 runs, and that pitch is fouled up and over the backstop.
Now play number 2, Colt Owen.
We want to give a shout out to Tyler Giles tuning in from Kirtland, Washington, wishing the Tabiona Tigers luck. He's also cheering with Ashley, cheering him on from Washington State. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon, Tyler. Well, the Tabiona Tigers are going to need a little bit more if they're going to bring this around. And Bailey Hogan, that's his 10th strikeout of the afternoon. Colton Owens, that's 3 strikeouts in a row against a feisty right-hander. But it all comes down to this inning. And now the order has been made that much taller. Pauguitch has been able to pad their lead to 3. And coming into the final inning of the game, it's 3-0. Pauguitch is 3 and Tabiona 0, and coming down the final inning. It really is a monumental accomplishment. I mean, we're talking probably in Utah, in terms of Utah high school sports, we're talking along the lines of Duchesne football, Lone Peak basketball. Just the utter dominance that Pauguitch has had on the 1A baseball field over the last 2 seasons has been absolutely remarkable. And you would think if there's somebody who's going to break this streak, it would have been Tabiona. For all, the Tigers only have 1 loss coming into this game, and they have a very, very, very good pitcher in Bailey Hogan, but Pauguitch has been able to take advantage of him. Speaking of Hogan, he's at the plate facing Chance Campbell. And the first one is a strike right down the middle. Of course, Campbell was on first base when Hogan tried to pick him off and hit him in the ribs. See if that affects Campbell's pitching at all. And based on early indication, I would say it hasn't so much. He's still bringing the feisty, fiery heat. Here's the delivery from Campbell. Inside, that one curves back inside, but it's low for a ball. Here's the delivery again. Low in the dirt again. 3-1 on Bailey Hogan. Tigers are going to need a few runners on base and need to string together a few hits. Chance Campbell is maybe showing some signs of weakening here. He's now walked Bailey Hogan. That is Campbell's 3rd walk of the day. Not a great way to start off the 7th inning when you wanted to get 1, 2, 3 if you're Chance Campbell. What a terrific contest provided by 2 very, very, very good pitchers today. It's remarkable how well these pitchers have pitched. Dason Houston comes out. Share a little bit talking with his pitcher, Chance Campbell. Dusty Jones, the catcher, at bat. Check swing. It's going to go for a ball. 1-0 the count on Dusty Jones, Tabiona's catcher. Bailey Hogan, the runner on first for Tabiona. That pitch fouled away. 1-1. There have been no substitutes in this game. No need for pinch running or pitch hitting. Although since we are reaching the bottom of the order, maybe Tabiona's manager will want to pursue that. Shea Price, the Tabiona coach, has done a masterful job of coaching up Bailey Hogan, that's for sure. So delivery, it's in. That one's going to be in play. It's catchable ball, and it's made. 1 down. 1 on base and 1 down. That was Keldon Norris out there in right field with that one. Now coming up to bat, a pinch hitter. Set up the middle, this could be the game. Leffler, double play, and that's the end of the game. That's the end of the game. Tabiona victorious. Or no, how embarrassing. Pauguitch victorious. They win 3-0. And that's the end of the game. Tomorrow's championship matchup will be defending champion Pauguitch against Paiute. It's a rematch of the 1A championship from last year. Congratulations to Pauguitch and all their fans today on a very well-fought game. So this game has gone final. I want to thank you very, very much for tuning in today on DeseretNews.com and on KSL.com. We're very grateful that you joined us this afternoon for some Utah High School Championship baseball. Again, tomorrow in the morning, 11 a.m., the final battle between Pauguitch and Paiute. I'm Landon Hemsley. I'm with DeseretNews.com. I'm the DeseretNews.com sports web producer. And very grateful that you spent the time with us this afternoon. Again, final score on 2 RBI singles from Troy Baggy and an RBI single from McRae Tabbs. And a masterful pitching performance from Chance Campbell. 10 strikeouts. Pauguitch Bobcats beat the Tabiona Tigers here at Brent Brown Ballpark by a final score of 3-0. Final stats on the day: 7 hits for Pauguitch, 4 hits for Tabiona. And no errors for either team. I want to thank you very much again for joining us here on DeseretNews.com, KSL.com. I'm Landon Hemsley, signing out. Thank you.